Meek Mills. Well, he said a Philly rapper. You understand? And it was redacted in the paperwork to that because first of all, it had Meek Mills, it had Stevie J, they had redacted their names, and they had Usher, and they redacted their names and just said a performer of the Super Bowl and a Philly rapper. Everybody kind of knew back in the day that Meek Mills and Puff was a little too friendly. Anytime two rappers or two people in the industry come dressed up alike on more than one occasion, listen here, man. My dudes in Philly, I got some real strong dudes in Philly. This Hollywood, whereas that he's dressing the same he dressing like Diddy, hugged up with Diddy. I think that Lil Rod know a lot of but I know this. Two men dress alike, it's just like two men laying down. When they both get up, but listen, those are what, you know, it's crazy that money, that lifestyle, and you trying to fit into something, get you. These guys never set out to do all this shit. Meek Mills, when he got into the game, he didn't set out to be questioning about his manhood with Diddy. But he put himself in that position.
Here's the latest buzz in the hip-hop world. Meek Mill just dropped a major bombshell that's got everyone talking. The word on the street is that he was almost caught up in a situation with Diddy that could have completely changed his career. We're not talking about some small rumor here. This is a huge deal involving two of the biggest names in the game. Meek found himself at a crossroads where one wrong move could have pulled him into a world he never wanted to be in. So how did he manage to get out of this mess? And what does this mean for Diddy's reputation? The story is full of surprises and we're about to unpack it all.
You ever heard of Gene Deal?
Yep, interviewed him.
Okay, yeah. So like Gene, like 14 years older than me, 15 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he was a probation officer. So he operated a little bit different. I was in the street full time, bro. You feel me? Like, I was outside in the field. So like, you know, you would hear Gene say when they got a threat on their life, Diddy told him, I'm not trying to hear that shit, Gene. Because it's your job to be gangster. It's your job to get wild with people. That's what you're getting paid for. So when you see people like that coming out, it's because they know for a fact, like, it's things that's going on they don't agree with, but they not man enough to say, you know what, I'm not standing for this. So a lot of love me because if I see some guys doing something crazy to a female, hold on, boy, not in front of me. So that'll lead me to get like, oh, we ain't gonna hire him no more because he's not gonna allow this. So that's how like I ended up, like whenever Imana called me, I'm immediately coming because like he not on this strange shit y'all on. You know what I'm saying? That's why like if I don't want to say his name, I was telling the contract with him. Let me be careful here. Let me be careful here, man. Let me be careful because that stuff about Diddy real, bro.
Well, what do you think about the Meek Mill accusations?
Okay. Now, you know, I used to bodyguard Rocky Fresh, who was signed to Rose.
Yep.
All right.
Before we dive into Meek's escape, we need to talk about the man at the center of all this, Diddy. Now, if you haven't been paying attention, let me fill you in quickly. Diddy isn't just a regular player in the hip-hop game. He's been at the top for decades, running the show like a king on a chessboard. From music to fashion to vodka, this guy has his hands in everything. But with all that power comes some shady business, and the streets have been buzzing about his Let's call them unconventional methods. In Diddy's world, it's not just about making hits. It's about loyalty, favors, and keeping certain people very asterisk close. And when I say close, I mean asterisk close, asterisk. That's where this whole concubine situation comes in. Now, don't get any wild ideas about ancient emperors or anything. In Diddy's circle, a concubine isn't just a side piece. It's someone who's always there, ready to cater to his every need. Think of it as a personal assistant, close friend, and, well, someone who's constantly at his side, whether they want to be or not.
Meek said he wouldn't do a song with Rocky because Rocky wasn't street. Right. So, little things that take place and people will expect certain things out of him. But now with some of this stuff's coming out, if you look at his body of work, it's been strange things in his history. So then, you go on his Twitter page, you click on his likes, bro. You see things that he's liking. That's questionable. Would you come up in here with a matching shirt with me?
Hell no.
Hell no. Ace, would you pop out with a matching shirt with me, bro? Styles, put that on something. You gonna pop out with? No, boy, it's not going like that, bro. Would you let me call you daddy?
Hell no.
No, bro. I've been saying this for years. I say, man, these boys strange, bro. The things they into is strange. I've seen so much. I've seen a lot, bro. So like with him, look how he responded to the situation. Not one time did he come out and say these things are a lie. Did you see that?
Yep.
He didn't say that.
He didn't deny it.
No, he didn't deny nothing. Because if he deny it, what's finna come out? Footage.
The music world's been buzzing about young artists getting caught up in Diddy's web. One minute they're dreaming of big hits, the next they're playing assistant at Diddy's mansion. It's a trade-off. You get exposure and maybe a track, but at what cost? Now, I'm not saying Diddy forces anyone, but when you're young and hungry for success, you might do things you later regret, and Diddy knows how to spot that hunger. This isn't just rumor, though. Artists have been hinting at this for years. Remember when one tweeted about creepy people in the industry? Or when Noriega said Diddy has a thing for men? So, hearing that Meek Mill almost got caught up isn't a surprise. Diddy's reputation for this stuff is as known as his music. But this isn't just about Diddy. It's about a system that lets powerful people take advantage of young talent. It's the price of fame and the secrets that keep the industry running.
You think Diddy has footage on Meek?
For sure. He got cameras through his whole crib. Every millionaire, billionaire I've been around, bro, they got, so I know what's going on. So if I go into the bathroom, I'm gonna cut the lights off, cut the flash on my phone, and look at the mirrors. If it's got that little hollow circle at the bottom, there's cameras in there. It's all, they're gonna be all through the crib. That's why most times I'm gonna chill in the car. Call me, text me if it's getting dangerous. I'm coming in demonstrating. Point blank, period. This the facts, bro. I've been saying it for years, bro. It's for years. That's why I stopped just going by myself. Because I be having my own money. You know what I'm saying? So like, you can't just tell me anything. So I'm like, okay, me and phone, I'm pulling up here. That's all. I'm not gonna pay for all your friends. The guys got cheese. We go to the club, we're gonna buy our own bottles. We gonna stand right here and make sure don't nothing happen. But when it comes to that camera stuff, people not denying it because they know they was there.
When the Lil Rod lawsuit came out and there's the gay allegations about Meek Mill as well as Usher, but Meek Mill was the one that got real upset. He said, I'm not gay. Like he's everyone stop asking me if I'm gay. I'm not gay. And then you went in and then he essentially threatened to kill you.
So essentially what happened is we've been, I do long live streams. I'm streaming for like 5-6 hours. Like, when these things are happening, we're not just giving quick takes. Like, I'm going, like, even today, I bought the Christian Combs document, like the entire lawsuit. We're reading it word for word. We want to see what's because a lot of times on these sites, I've always said, like, I kind of pride myself on trying to go the extra mile. a lot of people just go to like, say, I don't know, Rolling Stones or Variety, and they see a summary of what's in a lawsuit, and they regurgitate it and even make it even smaller, and they put that out.
Yeah.
Well, I got time, and people want deep dives, you know? No Diddy. And we got a lawsuit. So the Lil Rod lawsuit we got.
Yeah, I read through the whole thing.
And it didn't mention Meek by name, but there was a
Said
footnote.
a Philly rapper who used to
redacted
date
the name.
Nicki Minaj.
It was like a Jeopardy question.
Duh, who is that? There could only be one person on the planet. Unless there's a Philly rapper that also dated Nicki that no one knows about. It's obviously Meek Mill.
So essentially, I reacted to, like, I literally found out on stream, like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, no way Meek Mill was in these freak-offs. Like, I know we've seen the video in the pool and the matching outfits, but no, Meek is like the toughest, biggest gangster. Like, he's like a killer. Like, no way he's like getting, you know what I mean, bent over by Diddy, the diddler. So I reacted like, I'm not even believing it. That reaction went viral. And the next day, Meek, as I said, he's a special type of stupid, as 50 would say. He's seen me reacting to it and thought I made it up.
Before we get into how Meek dodged Diddy's offer, let's talk about how he even got on Diddy's radar. Meek Mill didn't just show up out of nowhere. This Philly guy worked hard to make it to the top. It wasn't an easy journey. He went from battling in the streets to dropping mixtapes like crazy, all while staying under the radar of the big names. But here's the key. It wasn't just Meek's rap skills that got him noticed. It was his hustle. He was networking like crazy, making connections and getting his name out there however he could. In this industry, that's how you survive. Success in hip-hop isn't just about the music. It's about the whole package, and Meek had it all. The look, the style, the swagger. And that's exactly what caught Diddy's eye. Diddy isn't just looking for talent. He's looking for someone he can shape into a star.
You know what I'm gonna do to academics when I catch him? Now, previously me and Meek had a truce.
But I remember, because I remember the last couple of times I brought his name, and you're like, hey, listen, me and Meek are cool right now. I don't want to take these shots at him.
We had a truce, but Meek and him being so dense and being so dumb, he actually thought that I made up the lawsuit. And by the way, even after he started threatening me, and I said, I didn't make it up. I said, just clear up whatever it is, but I didn't make it up. You know what he said? This is clearly AI generated. Like, I'm like, yo, Meek, Meek is so dumb he couldn't even spell AI. Like, how the hell you know this is AI generated? Bro, this is an actual lawsuit. I'm showing him, like, look, it's filed in federal court.
Right.
Nah, this
Here's
is lies.
the PDF file.
Exactly. So,
The PDF's AI.
yeah, so he basically starts, he says, you know what, man? He's like, yo, he starts going like off the deep end. He hasn't even cleared up the rumors yet. Like, rather than saying, hey, this is lies, I'm gonna have my attorney, deal with any salacious lies spreading about me like a normal entertainer would. I am not gay or whatever the case is, or I've never been in any sexual situation with Diddy. He says, I'm gonna kill you academics, and what I'm gonna do is, he says, first things first, he says, someone send me academics address.
Right. He said, I'll die to shut you down.
Yeah, then he says, I'm going to die to do it. Then it
Which
was so
which is crazy. Which is a crazy thing to say. Meek
he's
cut it out. You're not gonna die to shut down academics. You're a multimillionaire with a great career and kids. Cut it out.
Yeah,
grow up.
Meek literally then tweeted out a couple tweets after. He said, well, the governor just called me. And I was just like, this makes like, wait, you're planning a murder online. And the governor calls you to talk you out of it? Like, also, the reason why him and the governor are in cahoots is primarily because he's the guy that they kind of taunt around for prison reform.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, I'm down to.
Because you missed this. Meek Mills. Well, he said a Philly rapper. You understand? And it was redacted in the paperwork to that because first of all, it had Meek Mills, it had Stevie J, they had redacted their names, and they had Usher, and they redacted their names and just said a performer of the Super Bowl and a Philly rapper. Everybody kind of knew back in the day that Meek Mills and Puff was a little too friendly. Anytime two rappers or two people in the industry come dressed up alike on more than one occasion, listen here, man. My dudes in Philly, I got some real strong dudes in Philly. They don't play that shit. And they probably embarrassed for the fact to see that Meek Mill's, one of the street guys that came out of there, got caught up in this Hollywood, whereas that he's dressing like, he dressing the same, he dressing like Diddy, hugged up with Diddy. I think that Lil Rod know a lot of shit, but I know this. Two men dress alike, it's just like two men laying down. When they both get up, they both homos.
So here's the scene. Meek's career is taking off. He's got hits, performing everywhere, and everyone's talking about him. Naturally, he ends up at one of Diddy's legendary parties, but these parties aren't just for fun. They're where careers are made, and things can get messy. Meek wasn't trying to get caught up in Diddy's world.
My man, you go to a party, dog, and the nigga got the same shirt you got on, I'm taking my shirt off. I'm walking around in a t-shirt. And then, not to blow Meek Mills up out the water or anything like that, it was said that they checked his Google search and all the other shit, and he was searching for some online gay porn and all that other shit like that.
Oh, wow.
That shit is crazy, bro. But listen, those are what, you know, it's crazy that money, that lifestyle, and you trying to fit into something get you. These guys never set out to do all this shit. Meek Mills, when he got into the game, he didn't set out to be questioning about his manhood with Diddy. But he put himself in that position.
But when you're young and trying to make it, you sometimes end up in unexpected situations. At this party, Diddy walks in, and suddenly all eyes are on him, and on Meek. That's when Meek probably realized he was in deeper than he thought. But here's the thing. Meek knew the game. When Diddy started showing extra interest, Meek saw what was happening. He had a choice. Play along and fast-track his career, or turn it down and risk everything by saying no to one of the biggest names in the business.
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, this gonna be yours. So every time you come to LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, come get the front shot of this.
Man.
That out. Minute.
Woo. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down there, you gotta, you know, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
All right, 16.
You're not ready.
16.
Let's slow down. Let's slow down, Jess.
Okay.
Let's slow down. Okay.
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when when you get 16. You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
And then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion.
Yeah.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang with some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about, kid.
The way Meek handled this situation is going to be talked about for years. But before we get into that, let's just say Meek's rise to fame wasn't just about his music. It was about surviving in a world full of sharks and somehow coming out on top. Now let me take you to the moment that could have changed everything for Meek. Picture this. Meek's at one of Diddy's famous parties, surrounded by all the glitz and glamour of the hip-hop world. Champagne flowing, music bumping, everyone having a great time.
Because there's a lot of beef going on right now. I mean, hip hop has almost become synonymous with beef. Academics and Meek Mill went back and forth. Did you see that exchange? I think Meek Mill put it out there that, he wanted to start a podcast, who got a check from him or something like that. Academics replied, I got $1 million. Meek kind of felt like he's offended, like, yo, bro, I got more paper than you. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, hey, you put it out there. Meek put that out there. Sometimes we have to learn, like, I think we get caught up again. Public opinion. Meek probably felt offended that you even said something like quit playing with me, almost like you trolling. But what if Academics was for real? That's his lane. That's the only reason we know him. I never heard him DJ. Does he DJ for real?
Truth be told, matter of fact, I don't even see turntables.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
He don't even have that in the background.
Recognition and acknowledgement. We only recognize Academics for being a podcaster, right?
Yeah.
That's it. He DJ Academics. I never seen a nigga DJ. I never seen him in front of a turntable. I never seen a nigga rock a club or party. That don't mean he don't do that. So I'm going to acknowledge him as a podcaster, a influencer, a YouTuber, a vlogger, a streamer, whatever. But check this out. When you put that type of shit out there, you really can't get mad at how somebody responds to you. Because what if Academics really can't get Meek Mill? I'm seeing Meek do a lot of talking these days. Because you almost got to. You got to talk. People got to know where your head at for you to stay relevant out here. Let's be for real. If you ain't dropping superstar smash records and doing smash movies or whatever, superstar hooper, smashing the baddest chick, whatever, like you gotta be a part of it. And I think Meek be having some good points sometimes, and I think Meek just be being Meek sometimes. And that's no diss or no offense, but don't get mad at the man for saying he got $1 million. Bring me $1 million, Academics. I don't be fucking with some of the shit Academics be doing. Some of the shit I've been like, oh, okay, he was on point. But most of the time, I be like, man, bro, just be going left with this shit. He stay in that little goddamn spot where he at. He protect and he talk shit. So I think Meek should go on and do a podcast though, shit, for real.
Nah, I think he should. I mean, he do a lot of talking, as you said. People would listen to this man. Whether you agree with him, disagree with him, he's one of them dudes that when he talk, people pay attention.
Then Diddy pulls Meek aside for a private chat. But this wasn't just any conversation. Word is, Diddy saw something special in Meek, his talent, his vibe, everything. And being Diddy, he decided he wanted a piece of that action.
You go with the shit.
Cause I can't get past this. Like, we talk about Meek Mill and talking. Meek Mill want everybody else to stop talking. Like, Meek want people to stop asking him if he's straight. Like, this man is going on a public campaign to say, I'm straight. I understand I was named in that Diddy lawsuit, but please don't think for a minute.
Cause again, man, I just told you, recognition and acknowledgement. Oh, I recognize that people are saying Meek is doing something and people are acknowledging that. And it's just so crazy. Like, all it take is a rumor, dog, and that shit is running. They running with that shit. All it take is a rumor, bro. All it take is a rumor, one rumor. A mother could just not fuck with you and put that shit out there. Let her put it out there with a skit or do it the right way. or make a meme, that shit gonna stick, boy, and that shit gonna ride until you do something that overshadows it by 10 times.
Yo, but I mean, you've been in the public eye for over 20 years now. So somebody like Meek Mill, why does he even respond? Like real talk, like why even breathe life into this thing? You know who you are.
Yeah, but a lot of times, man, let's be for real. If you're being paid, okay, let's say if you're making a living off of your integrity, you're making a living off of your credibility. It's not like Meek has this super huge corporate job and he just goes and sits in his corner office and he doesn't clock in because he has this crazy ass salary and he gets to go in and just do his job and go home at the end of the night to his family. It don't work like that.
So what exactly did Diddy offer Meek? Well, let's just say it wasn't something you'd want to write down. It involved Meek spending a lot more quality time with Diddy, late night trips, always being on call. In return, Diddy promised to take Meek's career to the next level with hit tracks, big collabs, and everything that comes with it.
This man gotta take, like, if somebody book him, I mean, people gotta want to see him. And when you start tarnishing someone's image, likeness, you know what I'm saying? Their integrity, when you start playing with that, you start playing with their bag. So if this is how this man eating, we ain't just talking about publishing because you gotta wait on pub checks. You gotta wait on that shit. We talking about nigga got a touchdown in the city and people gotta come out and fuck with you and rock with you. You know? Like, don't play with that. Don't play with the integrity of my brand. So I get it. You know, it's amazing because some people will tell you, no, just be quiet, let it blow over, let it subside and everything will be fine. But then in our culture, you trying to teach us from this side of things, but you got to step in our world. Niggas over here like, bro, nigga ain't saying that, must be true. You tell her the nigga don't say nothing because then if the more you talk, people gonna believe it's real. Why give it, like what you said, why give it life? Nigga, I ain't giving it life. These motherfuckers talking about it, they giving it life. Every time I go somewhere, I see some shit, I'm just chilling. I'm sitting here with a fine ass broad and she just like, I'm like, what? Oh, no, what you laughing at? I wanna laugh too. What you laughing at? Yo ass, goddamn bitch. What? Memes and things. Like, nigga, nah. Like, it's just what it is. Like, I get it. Like, some niggas just don't want to be played with. It's just too many times. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I give you a perfect example. Watch this. Jamie Foxx. We just talked about him a few months ago, right? He was off the scene. We heard he had some type of medical emergency. Nobody knew what the fuck it was. And niggas was like, oh, the nigga did that. And he never said nothing for so long. But that's different. It was just something saying that he had a health scare, a medical emergency, right? But let it have been some shit where he was accused of doing something that could really tarnish his image. That nigga would have had a press run so motherfucking hard, you'd have thought he was running for president. That nigga would have been on this motherfucking ballot with goddamn Trump and goddamn Biden, nigga. You'd have thought he was running for president. You know what I'm saying?
Jock, can I say something?
Yeah. This show platform. This show.
He literally, you're off on that one. Because he, at the same time that
he showed up on a yacht, nigga. He showed up on a yacht once or twice.
Hold up. At the same time, everybody else was getting hit with these sexual allegations. Jamie Foxx got one too. He got one too. Him, New York Mayor Eric Adams.
Yeah, I ain't hear nothing about Jamie's.
But the point
did he speak
is,
out about it?
No, that's the point. He let it go. Like, I'm not even gonna address
because they didn't put enough fire on it. Niggas had still been pushing that shit. He would have. He would have had no choice. You talking about a one and done type. Oh, you know, it's speculations that there could possibly be charges filed or litigations coming and lawsuits against
it was all over. It was across CNN.
You ain't talking about
hold up. It was CNN.
You done sat down so many times. You ain't never bring that shit up with me, did you? Did you?
No, and the reason I didn't, the reason I didn't,
I'm listening.
See, and this is just me.
Okay.
I don't walk in your shoes.
Right.
I walk down the street, don't nobody know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are in the public eye. But I believe that there are certain celebrities that people, I'm not going to say people don't want to see them win, but they can't wait to see.
So how did Meek respond? Can you imagine being in his shoes? One minute you're living your dream, and the next you're faced with a choice that could change everything. Meek wasn't just deciding whether to sign a deal. He was deciding what kind of person he wanted to be. And let's be real, turning Diddy down isn't an easy move. This is a man who can make or break careers with one phone call. But here's the thing about Meek. He's no pushover. The streets say he stood his ground, looked Diddy straight in the eye and said, "Nah, that ain't me." Can you believe it? In an industry where people would sell out their own family for a shot at fame, Meek Mill said no to one of the biggest offers of his life.
Them lose. People, Jamie Foxx he's a love guy.
Right.
He make people happy. He make people smile. Something like that come out about him, people are more willing to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
But there's other celebrities, the minute that something come out, nigga, you on your own.
Because you got people who already envy. There's a such thing as envy and jealousy.
Correct.
You do what you doing so special outside of me, nigga. I look just as good as you, nigga. Nigga, I say some way more player shit than you say, nigga. I should be in your position. You got that, men and women. But I'm talking about, what I'm saying is, see, you kind of, you just on pad that. That shit wasn't no big thing about Jamie Foxx. As far as the sexual allegations,
he got a lawsuit just like everybody else.
He got a lawsuit, but is that shit on the forefront? Are we talking about it? It kind of went swept under the rug is what I'm saying. And it may have come at a time
because he didn't address it. He didn't address it, Jock.
Nah,
he let it go.
Nah, that ain't just it. It came and it went. Had that shit prolonged, he would have had to say something after a while. What I'm saying, that shit came and went. Sometimes some shit could come. It's like dodging a bullet, my nigga. Nigga shoot your shit up. Oh, shit. Shit, everybody all right? Everybody cool? All right, cool. Shit, but let's get up out of here. Boom, 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 nothing. But if one of them bullets hit you, nigga, you gotta address that shit, boy. You got to go get me some bandages, nigga. Get me something, nigga. I don't want to die. I don't want to bleed out, nigga. Even if I don't go to the hospital, get me some help. Let's address this wound. That shit, like, woo. He ain't get hit for real. He ain't going through no Bill Cosby shit, nigga. Like, what I'm talking about, Bill Cosby was loved too and adorned by many, nigga. I'm talking about this. What you talking about? That shit was just. Like, even you talking about it, I'm down there want to grab my phone and Google it. Like, what did they say? I don't really know. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's exempt for any of this shit. I'm just saying the difference is sometimes when we back to the whole situation topic, talking about Meek, sometimes certain shit, when it hit a certain way, that's like niggas taking direct shots at Meek. Niggas is making jokes and memes about a nigga. And this is amongst your peers. Like you on a tour, nigga, in a concert, you walking down the hallway, you hear niggas talking about, yeah, that nigga Meek, I heard that nigga Meek got that thing tooted up. What, nigga? You don't even want to be played with, nigga, so stop. You gonna say something. But these allegations that you talking about, like with Jamie, that shit was, nigga, I ain't even know nothing about it. You ain't even talk about it. We talk about everything.
No, we didn't.
You know what I'm saying? Now, had we came on here and I'm talking about it, you got Boosie talking about it, nigga, goddamn, they talking about it, them talking about it, Candace Owens saying some shit about it, Donald Trump, well, you know, Jamie Foxx, let's see, he's a funny guy, but hey, like, nigga gonna have to say something. But if it ain't really like directly like, pop, 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 like a wound, niggas, you could kind of, you got enough money to just shut up. Let that shit clear up, blow over. So, I don't want to get too riled up because, I get a little adamant about certain shit because I know what it feels like. I'm just saying, I know what it feels like when niggas saying crazy shit about you and you like, what, nigga? You looking around, nigga, like, what? What? Sometimes you gotta just let it go. But Meek one of them cats. Meek, like, he high strong already. Like, nigga, what? He ready to go. Nigga, Philly nigga, what, nigga? Nigga get high pitch and everything. Nigga be ready to go. Like, nigga, who you talking about, nigga? come to my block, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't with that shit. So, yeah.
You might be wondering what was going through Meek's mind in that moment. It's not hard to figure out. On one hand, he had fame, fortune, and a fast track to the top. On the other, he had his dignity, independence, and the ability to look himself in the mirror every day. It would mean becoming someone's property, always at their beck and call, all for a few hit songs and fancy parties. But don't think for a second that this decision didn't have consequences. The music industry isn't exactly known for being forgiving, especially when you turn down someone like Diddy. Meek took a huge risk, potentially burning bridges and shutting doors before they even had a chance to open.